Приветствую всех, кто сейчас на стриме. Как меня слышно, как видно стрим?
Instead of confining themselves to the heavens, God should broaden their horizons in the world below. Breath from the
Да
sky!
блин. Мискликнул.
Rev the engines!
Опа, это что за задание? А, стоп. А что тут за сокровище, он говорит?
Oh, you're here. But then I thought, and then? Hey, Nicole! I'll take that as a compliment. All right then. Are you ready to check
А,
out my next room?
серьезно? Это каждый день будет обновляться, типа в новые комнаты заходить можно?
Is this Nicole's studio? Why is it just a bunch of empty frames on white walls? What the? Paimon almost had a heart attack being sucked in by a painting like that.
It all started on that day. I didn't attend in person, mostly because Alice was the only one there who knew my true identity.
And then what happened?
Well, then I concluded everyone was talking about and of course, which brings us to the bet between Barbeloff and it was like a series of exquisitely
So, you pipe.
Of course not. Even though I felt like my head was going to so, I had a private little word with Alice inside her head. She was quite happy about my decision. But as for
How about we go look at the other frames? Paimon's starting to feel like she needs some relief too. Is that an Irminsul tree?
Oh, this painting here? You're clearly no strangers to the white trees. But did you know that Well then, I guess it's finally time for me to tell you a tale of romance and horror. Let me just think how best to protect the identity of a long, long time ago. There was once a traveler who wandered among the stars. One day, he traveled to a silver tree to visit the princess of the morning star. Before long, his words puzzled the princess. How could he possibly? The young man revealed his origins and showed the princess things she had never seen before. free will and love. His words awakened her sense of self, hitherto shackled by the gods. Her heart soared. Carrying her beyond limit, the princess of the morning star confided the kingdom's secrets to the youth. And between them, love grew.
This is just a cookie-cutter love story.
Don't worry, Paimon. The horror's about to begin. They yearned to help the people. They sent down thunder and fury, destroying the lover's home. And when the Great War subsided, even her closest friends were...
Yeah, but didn't you say you were going to tell us about the first angel? And...
It sure is. And that's...
Интересно, про что это история. Опять осмотреть? Я же смотрел эту картину. Или это другая?
Hey, this is Simulaka! But why are there...
Well, on the subject of my literary enlightenment, she was the last to... I loved Hexencircle discussions. I asked her for tips on how to... That's one way of putting it. Communicating through thought is so much more convenient. I guess even angels can succumb. However, recently...
Oh! Does that mean we're...
Who said anything about These paintings all remind me of places that hold great significance in my heart. All right, go ahead and claim our reward. What? You're not going to leave this chest unopened, are you? I can't let you leave if you do. A happy story all wrapped up. See you next time.
Тут же еще комнаты у нее были. Вот тут. И вот тут. Еще 2 раза сюда сходить надо будет. Получается, каждые 2 дня это бывает, потому что первый раз я вот сюда ходил, потом, получается, туда. Так здесь еще. Понятно. Так. Надо основной сюжет начать проходить.
Familiar faces identified. Our good friends, the Traveler.
Whoa! Free manual lake. Those evaluations could not be more...
This is Sosi, Sergeant Major of the nearby...
Wait.
He is Flynn's superior...
Pleasure to meet you.
This is the Traveler and Paimon, friends of ours. They're...
Hi there!
Indeed. The sooner we can get it firing again, the quicker. 2 more wild hunt incursions have come sweeping in at different locations after...
Слышь, чё?
Back to your HQ to ask for reinforcements? When will they arrive?
Ави, ты тут на стриме? Напиши в чате, если ты
That's
тут.
what he said he was gonna do anyway.
He hasn't contacted me about that yet. As per standing orders, he should be leading a team to root out the wild hunt. Well, he does act outside the remit of his orders sometimes.
So, he made the call for back...
Hard to say. Contacting HQ's a tricky business. I should know, I've tried. They either refuse my requests outright, and all the while, we're the ones who have to deal with the wild hunt. Which, by the way, can strike anywhere in Nodcry without warning, sweeping across vast swaths of land. We need to send our personnel where they're needed most. A single missive will not do much to change HQ's attitude, I fear. Flynn's understands this well enough. We usually sort our foes ahead of time into ones that our rat Nikki will take care of and ones that will... I finished the preliminary dispatch work.
Okay. Hurry up, I know. Fix this, I know.
Could you at least tell me how long we'll be delayed? We're way past our scheduled firing time.
Well, that's your fault for firing too often recently. Machines get overworked too, you know. You could try thinking... Sorry, what?
In layman's terms, this refers to wear and tear. As such, a machine is more liable to fail the unhappier it becomes.
All right. I'm not good at this stuff, I know that. But let me stress that we light keepers are the
Вот,
primary...
цветоносцы, видишь, я об этом и
I'd say
хотел
that was a good
сказать.
deal for you.
То, что, скорее всего, основной сюжет рассеет вот на верхушке
For
горы
making
там
you such a
вот эту
huge and
энергию.
powerful weapon for such a measly price. Do you even know
Блин,
how
надо
much
было
it would have cost
остановить.
you if you bought all the parts legit and fresh off the assembly?
Reminder, your future snack budget will have to be halved without the long-term commission payment, I know. Calculating a...
What? No, absolutely not. Wouldn't this place be crawling with more monsters than there are?
That might not be the concern you think it is. The monsters of the Wild Hunt are only active in the immediate vicinity of its attacks. We light keepers will also keep an eye on those areas, both to monitor the monsters and to prevent people. That said, I'm afraid I can't wait 3 hours before dispatching manpower to the
And here's where my need for manual labor comes in. There are some checks I haven't finished yet, but wait, but we don't know a thing about this stuff. How much help will we be? You'll be fine, trust me. Whoa, this book is so heavy. Then what is... You can use Pizza to run diagnostics on the cannon. It'll tell you what to do. And this book will help you understand Pizza.
This cannon was built using more than 50 components from different factories and manufacturers. Aino has bound the manuals into one volume. Also, please note, the device is...
So, it's manual. Yep. And if you're quick about this, we might just cut our time to fire down by a whole tooth.
I'll go with you.
Nice. So you'll check the outside and the Nefa inside. Come find me in the...
Instructions received. Please go about your work seriously.
Hey, a little snacking will also improve...
Короче, я имел в виду вот здесь вот энергию. Плюс еще вот тут на островах в разных местах, короче, есть точки вот по краю, вот в этих местах, где тоже частично темная энергия. Блин, мне, кстати, вот эта музыка нравится, которая на фоне играет. Надо ее... Ну, не эта, а до этого, которая была. Я хочу ее найти, на фон поставить.
Here's to a life where the drinks keep flowing and the Mora keeps rolling.
almost every novel from Yai Publishing House. Pretty normal, right? Here's to a life where the drinks keep flowing
Блин.
and the mora keeps rolling. I've read almost every novel from Yai Publishing House. Pretty normal.
Блин, а как понять тут? Не разделено, блин. Ай, так, ну-ка. Я не могу этот трек найти, блин. Его нельзя, что ли, прослушать так? А, вот, кстати, есть. Ну-ка. Нет, это не то. А ну. Опа. А вот это. Блин, не то. Вот похоже на эту, только другая. Вот это. Да блин, не то. Да нет. И то. То. Да блин, тоже не то. Да капец, чё здесь этой песни нету, что ли? Чё нейронка так тупит? Уже столько описал, до сих пор она не может мне нормальное название дать. Какие-то рандомные песни вообще, которые я даже не слышал в этом городе. Хотя вот в начале то, что я включал, это вот сейчас недавно играла музыка. Ай. Однотипно тоже. То в смысле, блин, эту музыку я вроде уже... Не она вроде была. Вот. Вот эта музыка. Desires Intent называется. Ну-ка. На ВК есть, я надеюсь. О. Так, вот так нормально, не перебивает меня музыка. Всё. Наконец-то я ее нашел. Привет, Маша. Привет, Нестор. Привет, Ави. Сорян, что я вам не отвечал. Просто музыку искал все это время. Наконец-то нашел.
Here's to a life where the drinks keep flowing.
I know explanations for things that don't interest her a bit. Isn't Beep Boopita just following us around? Sure doesn't seem as smart as she said it is.
Кстати, Ави, я тебе это что хотел сказать?
I've watched enough of perform routine repairs.
То, что вот здесь сейчас сюжет я начал второй главы, тут вот и Чилл говорил про светоновцев, там про Патуи, про это все. Короче, на самом севере, помнишь, я у тебя спрашивал, типа, как там очистить гору от энергии? Скорее всего, тут по этому сюжету будет идти, просто в будущем.
Let's search around together.
Works for Paimon. Is this it? Probably not. Or this one? Oh, ew! Stinks of...
Напишите в чате, ребят, если вы здесь. Блин, сорян, я вижу, давно написали, минут 20 назад, я только сейчас увидел. Чего, блин? Что там играют? Какой повтор бесконечный? Так.
That thing over there looks promising.
Where? Oh, yeah! It does! Let's try it out. Whoa! It's flying! Does that mean we got it right? So,
Что двигать вверх?
Still, it's impressive how you figured the...
Paimon's up next, along with this stupidly heavy book. Ugh. Should be just like checking the matching result for this symbol is...
Блин, угарно она озвучена.
All systems normal.
Well, as they say, no news is good news.
Yeah, guess you're right. Just Feels like we did all this stuff for nothing, that's all. Paimon's getting the hang of this now. It's this thing, right? And this time... Huh? Why are you angry? Oh. We need to take note of the order in which his eye colors change. Purple. What? So now we've got musical prompts too? Weren't you only supposed to... Alright, one final stop.
Agreed. I must say, you two have a talent for maintenance work. A bit shit.
Good eye. Paimon!
Really, I'd like to share the load, but you were really getting into it, and...
Ugh. Couldn't you have mentioned that earlier?
Там, по-моему, на фоне в игре такая же музыка сейчас играет, что у меня как будто двоится она.
Pictorial we gotta take note of the flashing. Maintenance is a high priority task. The device will be rendered inoperable until it is complete. Switch keys will be there to input mode. Description of input mode isn't on this page. Oh. Phew. That was a real struggle.
Yeah, good work indeed. But it seems this input mode requires...
Чё, опять? А, его заряжать надо.
Well, looks like we're all good. We can remove this thing now. No clue, frankly. But whatever. Heck, I'll go get the replacement component. We should be done once we pop. What do you think? Maintenance work's easier than running errands, wouldn't you say?
That's for sure. You know what? Paimon took him for the stony type at first. Let's wait for him here, huh?
Are your tasks complete?
Yep. Sosie's gone to get the replacement
Блин, имя
We'll be
смешное.
done there once we put it on.
Allow me to check against the recorded data.
Я только сейчас заметил.
Yes. The cannon will generate immense recoil when fired. If this is not controlled, the firing platform will become misaligned.
Huh. So, if the cannon isn't fixed in place, will it...
A novel analogy, but an apt one. The large-scale damage that might follow would be undesirable. This component is currently easily damaged. The materials are not up to par, and there are still some design flaws. Estimated waiting time remaining 7.
Dessert's just the best.
Certainly. It will be ready short. Observation. Freshly baked krumkake results in the most efficient improvements upon human happiness indices. As such,
Thanks for the treat. Thanks. Things went great over here too. So, as we agreed,
understood. I will inform the inhabitants of Nasha Town and have them...
And I'll inform the Ratniki stationed around Wild Hunt anomalies to make sure they...
О, да,
for your
походу
kind
сейчас будем
assistance.
очисткой
I
заниматься
better
как
make a
раз.
move. Ratniki from other sites should have sent reports back here, and I'll need to sort them up.
righty then. See ya. Bet this huge cannon's a real sight when it fires.
That is correct. A huge crowd tends to gather on its own accord. Pure, bright energy rays have never failed to inspire obsessed admirers. If you are interested, you can come back.
Sure. We did help fix it after all. It'd be weird if we didn't want to see it in action. Oh yeah, let's try our luck at the flagship. See you. Just be sure not to miss my map. Just Paimon? Are there more people here now? Oh, just as well, since we're sniffing for intel and all. And maybe, just maybe, let's get some of their berries and fried meat too, huh? We still haven't had it yet. Oh, come on. Why so uptight?
Excuse me, are you guests? If you wish to return to your room...
No, we're not heading back to our room.
That is correct. Only those invited to the banquet may enter. Our goal is to ensure that our regulars can enjoy peace of mind and comfort. Familiar with our... But here in Notcry, channels hold equal value to Mora. I am but a lowly employee, so...
It's fine. Can't be. Looks like we'll have to switch channel. Never, right? The Curatorium does seem to already have an amazing intel network. But if we ask her straight up, she'll likely squeeze us for all we're worth. Ooh, Paimon's got a plan. Lamagot never will be heading to Hisi Island later anyway to ask Lama to help us use the moon marrow. Couldn't we deliver them? If Never doesn't mention a payment, we can cash our services in as a favor. If she does, then we... The thought of Mora made it worth it.
А ну подожди. А, блин, это не она. Подожди, а как наверх забраться? Репорт, что ли?
Incoming.
Hey, Black Cat, we're here. Oh,
Hello, you two. What's up?
not much. Just here to say hi. Also, we'll be going to Hisi Island later, so...
How thoughtful of them. But they won't. Well, the faster the delivery, the better, naturally. And we're lacking free. Yehoda's gone to get the medicine, and she should be back any moment now. If you have nothing else to do, feel free to wait here. I'll have...
Don't mind if we do then. Thanks.
О, Нестор, ты здесь? А чё не отвечал?
Oh, yes. I'm sure you...
Нефер, да нет. Не знаю, если бы я и кого-то хотел из вот этих ноткраевских, то Коломбину. Потому что прикольно выглядит.
So you're busy making Mora. How nice.
Ну и Пайман, разумеется.
Not all good news, I'm
Если бы его
afraid.
можно было выбить.
We're stretched so thin that our clients have taken to competing for our services via auction. The price for taking priority slots has all but skyrocketed.
Что-то
In
настраивал,
other
отошел.
words, we've had
Да
to
я музыку искал.
suspend free
Вот эта музыка,
intel.
которая сейчас играет на фоне. Мне она очень понравилась, типа динамичная такая.
Cornered us right away. Did she guess what we really want?
Она в наш городе играет часто.
If there's anything that worries me right now, it's the wild hunt. It affects everything we do, yet the number of people who can enjoy...
Then doesn't sound too hard. If you need something delivered.
Is that so? But is there now? You should have said so sooner. Far be it for me to extort you, of all people, for intel. But
Кстати, музыку нормально слышно, не перебивает меня?
more like our common perspective. Most who live here only wish to defend their own interests. But we are different, are we not?
Or like make a profit off the wild hunt. I'm under the belief.
Dissatisfied, the number of commissions over at the Adventurers Guild spikes during tumultuous times too. Would you call We might squeeze some advantage out of chaos, but equally chaos could uproot everything we've built at any time. Such is the threat, and what business would there be left should it end in some great slaughter? And as I understand, the two of you are here and
Well, yeah.
in that case, we should keep Nodcry the paradise people say it is. You must understand. No force exists here that would inspire
Нормально пойдет.
unity amongst
Посмотрим, какая музыка будет снежной. Сейчас, что ли? Так ее, наверное, еще не опубликовали. Не, просто вот это, согласись, ну,
After
такая
that
прикольная,
incident with Lauma, I'm inclined to believe you.
динамичная.
Your selflessness is admirable, to be sure,
Мне вот именно
and
начало
rare
нравится.
along
Сейчас
these
скажу, когда
parts,
начало будет.
though it's rare
Вот
for
сейчас
a
она
recent
начинается.
kid.
Вот,
Just
вот
a
этот момент.
shame that our mysterious phantom has hidden itself well. Between that and its ability to shift shapes, it will no
Типа
doubt
на
be a
скрипке
most
вот это вот.
slippery customer.
Прикольно.
Really, I'd be all too glad to pass on any additional intel I gain. We make a good team after all, don't you think? You front and center, me behind a curtain.
That does make sense. Sorry, Never.
A well-placed only, indeed, Paimon. Nothing is wholly divorced from...
Wait, so you were ready to work with us from the start?
Why, of course. In fact, I was wondering when I might bring this up the moment you enter.
Э,
You guys are here to...
Indeed they are. In fact, they volunteered to deliver the medicine to Lauma on our behalf. And
Great! Oh, in that
Кстати, вот это вот гильдия искателей вчера просто в рандомный момент подбежала. Я такой думаю, а что она тут делает? Решил с ней поболтать. А там, оказывается, задание, вот эта история встреч персонажа есть. Типа по карте раскиданы они. Где надо просто поболтать с персонажем, и тебе засчитывают, типа, историю. И вот, типа, с ней я поболтал, мне засчитали. Она просто в рандомный момент прибежала, когда я что-то там делал. Причем она-то, это, у меня квест ничего не началось, я просто сам увидел ее, решил подойти к ней, поболтать. Типа я и подумал, что там что-то странно, откуда она тут взялась. Причем так рандомно прибежала еще.
Surely not. Special medication from before wasn't so.
Wait, that can't be. Let me see. It was raining back there, so could it have happened while I was resting at the store? Sorry, boss. I'll get it back right now.
Угарная.
You might get hurt.
well then, any plans?
We were thinking of doing that, but we didn't get much out of it. The town.
Ah, yes, the banquet is on today.
Huh? Can you get us an invitation?
Oh, come now. What are we?
Нормально. Те самые связи, да? Опа, здесь доска объявлений. А что здесь? Подожди. А, ну вот. Блин. А, так тут нельзя нажимать. Вроде как. Тут ничего не нажимать, это просто типа декор. Так. Кодем, привет. Вроде ягода тоже может. Что может? Подожди, давай сначала прочту. Когда выйдет, окей, хорошо, послушаю. Музыка над краем мне нравится. Ну, мне не вся нравится, но вот это мне прям вообще качает. Нефер может читать информацию в NPC, типа, чем он занимается и так далее. Есть отдельный квест с этим. Да? А где? Что я не помню такого. Я все задания мира завершил. У меня, в принципе, у меня все территории на 100% закрыты. Я весь край закрыл. До единого сундука, до единой этой... Короче, прям все закрыто. Полностью на 100% луна закрыта, храм закрыт тоже на 100%, все загадки. Это для нефера ягода, это стойкая информация. Это типа надо, как у жителей города, типа такого, как в других городах в репутации было отдельное задание брать, да? Типа такого, да? Чтобы квест был, надо иметь персонажа Нефер, либо ягоду. Про себя.
My apologies. Consider it my fault for not having explained the banquet's rules to them beforehand.
Oh no, it was no trouble.
Not even an invitation check? Oh, I didn't realize Nefer was such a big shot.
Чё они такие странные, как будто бы... Так вот это. Где она читает информацию. Nice to meet you all. Блин, когда она сказала, прикольно.
Special drinks menu is being set before you as we speak. Now then.
Ah, I see.
And here I was thinking, that ain't a familiar face.
Well, it's a rare occasion to be sure.
I spoke to the owner. The bar is all yours. The recipes are available for your perusal here. Not to worry.
How'd you set this all up so quickly?
Well, as long as you know what both sides need. Negotiations are essentially just a process of confirming the deal. The flagship already had plans to invite a professional mixologist from Mondstadt anyway. So, Demyan will assist you. Serving guests with drinks will be the perfect opportunity for you. Of course, every guest will have their quirks, so you'll have...
Got it! We'll give it a try!
In the meantime, I'll go mingle with some of the guests who pique my interest.
Опа, это интересно уже, что там будет. Так. Мешайте первый напиток. Тут прям интерактивно это все будет? Или... прикольно, кстати, сделали. Я этим официантом, что ли? Или барменом буду? Чай надо. Чай, молоко, мята. И что это получится? Чефир, да? Что это такое? Понятно. Подожди, а кому... вот это что ли надо? Вот сюда? Короче, я сегодня это... бариста, бармен и официант. Подрабатываю.
trust him? I wouldn't. Wouldn't trust anyone, really. You're stuck with a wild hunt here. The Sneshanians can't be bothered, the light keepers can't spare the people, and everyone else, they're a mess. I'd sooner put an ounce of faith in that cannon. Forget it. Let's just drink. Let's see if this new mixologist is worth the billing.
Ой-ой-ой. Это вообще-то я готовил. Сейчас вообще ничего не получишь. Чудовище. Вы с кем тягаться вздумали, как говорится, да? Могу тебя добавить, друзья, конечно. Вот, айдишник есть справа внизу. Еще, ты на Твиче же, у меня, короче, через Nightbot есть команда, через восклицательный знак никнейм. Напиши, там ник мой будет. Ну, как в ДБД, такой же ник. Еще не видел я трейлер. Чей, Нефер? Или про кого-то? Сок. Карамель. О, это типа ликер будет, да? Скорее всего, да. Похоже на фанту. Нектор, понял. Так. В смысле, а не ему разве надо? Он же вроде просил. Чтобы собрать информацию. Где? Короче, они все на эту пушку надеются. Откуда они про нее вообще знают, кстати? А, может она это, типа как статуя там? Как монумент? Типа все ее видят? Ценность для нас же нет другого места, кроме наш город, и мы даем жизнь в руки. Я понимаю, что хочешь сказать, давай сначала посмотрим, чем все закончится. Похоже, что все говорят о пушке, видимо, поэтому... Ну да. Так, лимон. Ой. А там порядок важен? Или без разницы? Скорее всего, без разницы. Жаль, что нельзя создавать гильдию, чтобы была какая-то активность. А, типа как в PUBG. Ну, знаешь, что мне нравится? То, что добавили вот этот предел астральный. И там, типа, можно вместе, как в PUBG и в GTA, вот эти скилл-тесты проходить. Мне же не показалось, там вроде можно это делать, типа там как мини-игры. Причем они онлайн, там с друзьями можно соревноваться, насколько я знаю. Это прикольная тема. Этого на самом деле очень не хватало. PUBG, еще я имею в виду мобайл, который. ПК PUBG вроде нет такого. Так.
Berry trails, if you would. Without alcohol, much obliged.
Типа исключение сделал, да?
They usually put me in charge of making and repairing simple.
Paimon's name is Paimon. Pleased to meet you.
Anyway, help me keep an eye out, all right?
Oh, come on. Is that how it is between us? I mean...
So, you've known each other a long time?
That's right. I came to Nodcry with nothing at all. Would have starved on the streets if I hadn't met Nefer. She lent me money to study a craft. and even introduced me to Ino and the Voynich Guild, which is how I slowly carved out a living for myself.
Yeah, huh. So never killed?
Well, I'd also say she needed a willing and able machinist at her disposal.
Так, читаю чат. Я там играл в русскую рулетку в пределе. Ага, нормально. По типу игры из Стима про рулетку. Привет, Дана. Ты чё, офигела? Мне все порешали, ты уж понял. Я в ДБД только тогда, когда там обнова выйдет. Надоело уже. Чё нового не выходит там?
Took me a long while, but I finally got to the point where I could make my own machines, and even maintain some of Ino's relatively complex ones. Like
He's the one responsible for maintaining Yehoda's will.
Oh, speaking of that,
That's right, one of Ino's masterful designs. I could never design one of those in my life, but if you gave me its blueprint, nowadays I've got regular customers, which makes for a decent keep. Even got a kid, if you can believe it. I wouldn't have. Told me my future. On the flip side, being a family man means I can't just flee this place whenever I feel like it. So, I'm afraid I'm counting on you to help solve this wild hunt crisis.
All the more reason to be proactive and do your part. Wringing our hand. Oh, wait. Just another question that's been bothering me. Have you heard anything about people's...
I have heard of humanoid shapes being sighted, but most would think they'd lost their wits from fright if they started hallucinating. After all, no ordinary person could survive an assault from those monsters. Does this have anything to do with our current wild hunt?
Perhaps. Perhaps not.
All right, I get it. I'll keep my ear to the ground for you. And naturally, my lips will stay tight.
Then we'll take our leave. He's a social man. You can often find him here chatting with friends. Since he's never heard of the wild hunt exhibiting the power to imitate familiar faces, might it be safe to assume...
huh. That does sound worth noting.
A good idea. And one our upcoming activity will facilitate. Come, back to the bar.
Так. Какая обнова? Но в целом, какая-нибудь выйдет обнова. А то там ничего не обновляют уже месяц. Надоело просто уже. Я больше Хэллоуин жду, если честно. Плюс, ну, обнову в Геншине.
Come on, let's go try our hand. Joining us, new guy?
We'll pack.
No, you won't. The one who'll be mixing the roulette special has to take part. Vote?
That's more. Since we have a new friend with us today, let me go over the rules. The wheel before you is divided into an inner and outer circle. Participants must take turns to spin the pointer of the inner. The drinks are divided into juice, tea, and alcohol. With that last further
Так это
divided into
типа
3
бутылочка,
levels by
что ли, или
intent.
что
Spin
это?
your way to a non-alcoholic beverage. During a round
Ну,
of
или
drinking,
та же самая,
one
это
participant may
рулетка
choose another with less points than them.
This sounds like it might favor
русская.
those who score higher,
Только чуть
but push your
по-другому.
luck and you might not recall any answers you were given the next day. Defeats the purpose, wouldn't you say?
And that's why the person mixing the drinks has to take part. You know, just in case they decide to pour heavy, then sit back and watch the show.
Not that our newcomer looks like the drinking type. Either way, looks like we're in for a show.
Anything you drink will be replenished. And additionally, I have decided to sponsor a grand prize for this group. A single serving of...
What? Do my ears deceive me? A chance to drink...
Dark Horse. Indeed. The Dark Horse could be yours to... And if our lucky winner can drain the whole serving in one go, they...
High risk, high reward. That's gotta be some strong alcohol.
Now, if there are no other questions, let us
Давай,
begin.
давай, начнем уже.
Allow
Болтай
me to get
меньше.
the ball rolling. Intensity 3. Looks like I'll have to put my back into it today.
Let's go!
Wow.
Oh, my turn, my turn. All right, man. Fess up. You've been making a killing lately.
Hey, bro. I heard you met up with some big shot from the Voynich Guild. Mind introducing me sometime?
A normal drink.
Что-то я не понял, она бесконечно, что ли?
Must be my lucky.
We've reached the final round of the roulette showdown. Let's see who gets the last.
I gotta say, you monsters really know your alcohol. This recipe is super good.
I was wanting to ask about your wife. Your wife.
Что? Подожди, что он сказал? Первое слово, что я...
You're up.
Whoa! New face here just drew the dark horse.
Bottoms up! Bottoms up!
Hey, will you be alright? You wanna just give this one to Paimon?
Whoa! He actually downed it in one go. Nice job!
No wonder you monsters have such a reputation. Me? Well, what do you think? Absolutely. If there was something else, I didn't stop to see it. Just took off as fast as I could. Oh, and guess who showed up just as I'd gotten out of it? Those good-for-nothing rat Niki. That's if my luck had been just a little worse, they'd have found nothing but my corpse. Or whatever was left of it anyway. Either way, there's nothing in there you...
I see some downcast faces.
Says who?
Because you didn't drink that.
In that case, let me raise another glass.
Hello, sir. Lady Nefer has ordered a fresh round of drinks. Could you deliver it to her?
Сразу проще, ща приму.
Paimon spies some elemental dice.
Same as usual then? One dot.
I'm not here to do business with you.
Come now, I've already ordered us drinks. Or are you looking to add another line to your ledger?
Oh, so that.
So, let's go over this again.
А, это я вспомнил, откуда это слово. Это же с картами связано. Я думаю, что за слово знакомое?
Then we have it.
What are we even doing? I can give you 3 things. The features of the Wild Hunt, the exact location. The Wild Hunt is in fact a phenomenon linked to abyssal power. Fog and monsters follow in its wake. Posing on the flip side, these monsters cannot leave the...
We already know all that.
Fair enough. Then, here's a map of current Wild Hunt anomalies that I snagged from the Light Keepers, including the location.
A lot.
We've never seen anything like this either. That's why everyone's so...
That's not enough. 4 dice.
Cool it, alright? I'm not done. Now, the Light Keepers don't want you to know this, but weirdly enough, more Wild Hunt sites have disappeared than their involvement would indicate.
normal? You're not the only ones fighting the wild hunt after all. Adventurers do that too. And maybe some...
I'd agree. And really, we've always had a small, stable discrepancy between reported anti-wild hunt ops and enough.
What could that even mean?
I've got two theories. One, that some new force is clearing the wild hunt out in secret. The odds of the former happening is low. Not many organizations can even engage the wild hunt. Never mind, keep those operations a secret. If you're interested, I'd recommend
Paimon doesn't really get it.
Now that's what I call interesting intel. No wonder you've been doing well for yourself lately. Even if you've mostly just been
Please, stop.
Oh, stop that. Why people might stop. Let me give you an opportunity instead. Out of respect for your independent intelligence gathering. An answer to a Have you heard of people seeing familiar faces within a wild hunt anomaly? Or experiencing something akin to...
No, nothing like that. Nothing at all but ghostly shadows.
Nothing at all. Hmm? Not even for 50,000 Mora. Either you don't take your debt seriously...
Hey! No means no, all right? This is about my dignity as an...
Okay. Well, that...
you really are...
And you've learned quite well. Go on, then.
Ugh.
So, you're his creditor?
Indeed I am. He's resold my intel quite a few times now, pocketing the difference afterwards. Rather just as luck would have it. He would only purchase information from me when he was just about done negotiating with his buyer. So I arranged a little... Oh, I was downright beneficent in charging for that betrayal. It was more about the message, really. In any case, I believe that's all we'll get here.
Так, запрос, друзья, ща. О, тоже 56 ранг. У меня, кстати, 57 скоро. Я так понял, вторая глава чисто про это будет. И закончится она, скорее всего, в моменте, когда вот из этой пушки всех расстреляют.
Most of our intel seems quite dispersed, so let's try...
Well, first, no one else has seen that weird phantom, apart from...
Indeed. And we have that from multiple accounts.
What in Tibet could that phantom be planning?
Agreed. Instances of the wild hunt afflicting Nodcry and what you encountered must have been something special. With our mastermind, in which case, two questions arise. Who is this mastermind? I'll continue investigating along these two lines. We can reconvene again.
I'm back! Luckily, the store owner kept the medicine bottle I left on the table safe for me. Here you go. Thanks a bunch, Yehoda. Take a break.
Oh no, I've got work to do later. And anyway, I was watching it the whole way back. Praying it wouldn't fire. Not until...
Huh. So you're interested in...
Of course. I mean, just think about it. Something that size is bound to be comprised of thousands, even tens of thousands of parts, fused in such a way that it can operate smooth. Isn't that just so cool? I mean, miraculous.
It has been a while since the last time it fired. Go on, feel free to go watch. Work.
Thanks, boss. Anyway, y'all wanna come? It'll be worth it.
Might as well. Fruits of our labor and everything. And
Let's go!
Катсцена, что ли, сейчас будет?
wow, what a crowd! People seem pretty excited too. Just goes to show
for sure. One shot, one kill, problem. And even if that wasn't how it worked, just listen to how it roars. If only I had that kind of strength.
Hey, don't think like that. Your skills and smarts have been a big help to us too.
Really? They think that? Oh.
Hey, look! It's starting!
Nice one!
Finally, all fixed up. Nothing to fear now.
Awesome! Woo! That sure was powerful. And pretty dazzling, too.
I feel so...
Paimon's been wondering, if you're so interested in machines, what...
That's what we call drawing a line between your work. I've got some mechanical talents, sure. But this job I have now, no one can do it. But anyway, gotta go. See you later.
Says the person who got salt and medicine mixed up. Looks like the crowd's breaking up as well. Let's head over to Hisi Island. Let's not keep Lama waiting.
Add Thank you for...
Нормально, 7 круток уже накопил. Так.
Let's see now. What's changed since we were gone? Yeah, if anything, looks like things are settled. Hey there, Lama! We're back!
The cleanup work has been much more complicated than I expected. Solving problems that I believe it will take a few weeks more. Fortunately, though, it's as if they've finally been forced to come face to face with...
And it's all...
No, I should have done this. I've been focused on taking care of myself these past few days, so I'm in a good place. And since you're looking at...
Speaking of which, have you heard anything new about that phantom?
I've tried asking around. What about you?
We haven't made much progress either.
I think I've got the gist of it. Sounds like you've got your work cut out for you too. In any case...
Кстати, я уже забыл то, что она же типа вселила в него, как его, этот шарик. О, кстати, да.
Is it over already?
This appears to have occurred a long, long time ago. The memories I sensed are high...
Почему возле... Я не понял логики.
Huh? What's the matter?
Почему она говорит, что в этом, вернее, он говорит, что в Нот-крае приземлился корабль их? Кстати, надо будет проверить кое-что на Луне.
Yeah, we should go see her and see if we can help her in some.
I'll leave that in your hands then.
Oh wait, here you go. This is the medicine.
Thanks for coming all this way with it. You've been a huge help. Also, if I may, I have a feeling that Kupa might be able to help you get a more detailed glimpse.
Ooh, that's true. But we must check if she's doing okay first. See you later then. Oh, she doesn't look so good. Sorry for disturbing you. It's like... Wait, it's not that bad, is it? I sense the moon's power.
We got the moon marrow back from the Fatui.
And what do you... Come on, don't even think about that. Right now, you gotta...
I might need your assistance in the...
Oh, give me your hand. Your feet never left the ground. But anyway.
Заметили постоянно, когда на нее идет кадр, постоянно на ноги акцент идет.
The moon within your body. It is as silent as a reflection. I merely drew forth a ray of its light from the water. Enough to keep me...
I think I sense some other changes as...
That is the moon goddess's favor. All things like... It is harmless. And will fix... Speaking of which, do you want to be the moon marrow's custodian? Now, it's supposed to be something that belongs to a god in any case. It is the remains of Arya, goddess. So it does have to do with... Wait, what? Did you not know this already?
What?
Mama just said it was different from the other fragments, and that she could sense divine power within it. And she is correct. When I drew that ray of moonlight from the marrow...
То есть для меня, да, Нестор?
That is how I know that it belongs to the goddess of the
Прошаренные разрабы, получается.
Lama also saw the past by
Предусмотрительный, вот.
Why didn't she see that? There were once 3 moons in the sky, each belonging to a goddess who, but after the war of funerary flame, all 3 lay slain, and 2 of the 3 moons were shattered after Arya's death.
Подожди, чё там было? Стоп. После войны, блин. Где 3 были? Три луны, каждая из которых была своя. Ну это я знаю, это я еще у Неронки спрашивал.
After Arya's death, her
Не, это не факт, что именно эти луны не существуют. Скорее всего... А ну тормозни. Короче, на Луне есть квест, где вот этот корабль лежит, который упал, когда они летели на Луну. Когда завершаешь задание Луны и подходишь к этому кораблю, именно в этот момент там начинается, типа, ну, мини-сюжетка, короче, не совсем квест. Она автоматически начинается. Короче, с Коломбиной как раз. И там оказывается, что вот этот главный герой помнит откуда-то то, что было сказано вот в этом сообщении. Типа, то, что они ответили. Там же был момент, как вот в конце этой сюжетки, когда передали информацию вот эту вот кухоньке, передала информацию, и потом они ушли оттуда. Но сюжет на этом не закончился, типа, главный экран был направлен вот на эту штуку, типа, герои этого не слышали, но, по сути, игрокам дали услышать вот ответ на их сообщение. Но вот этот главный герой каким-то образом это помнит, оказывается. Хотя его там не было, они все ушли оттуда после того, как оставили свое сообщение. Вот. И Коломбина говорит, что она там предложила, короче, этому главному герою, типа, на их родную планету вроде полететь. И там, короче, несостыковка, то, что многие думают, что родная планета вот этого главного героя, типа, разрушена. Но я в это не верю, потому что нигде такой информации нет абсолютно. Да и не факт вообще, что они с планеты прибыли. Тайват. Вот, а что касается лун, я что думал? То, что это, скорее всего, этот сбой в коде игры. То, что этот сюжет должен был позже появиться. Типа он каким-то образом, скорее всего, что-то сломалось в игре, и он раньше времени, ну... Если ты туда именно придешь, он начинается. Вот этот диалог. Вот. И, короче, я что думал, то что раз 3 луны у нас только одна доступна, плюс вот этот момент непонятный, типа, почему так произошло, скорее всего, это все-таки сбой в коде игры, типа, раньше времени доступно стало, диалог вот этот. Скорее всего, в будущем еще луны откроются по сюжету, когда разрабы допилят. И вот в этом моменте надо будет как раз туда прийти, поговорить, и на этом корабле отправиться на следующие луны. Скорее всего, вот так должно быть. По логике. Вот. Так что надо будет сегодня еще туда слетать, проверить. Я просто вчера шортс увидел. Подожди еще раз. А, ну вот, видишь. Скорее всего, эти все луны есть, просто там пока сюжет не допилили. Они, возможно, потом появятся еще.
I can sense that my power belongs to the frost moon, but it lies beyond the false. Forget controlling it. Sensing it alone.
Wait, let Paimon count this up. We have the eternal moon sparrow with us. No one can find it.
No. It can only form after the moon goddess's death. You may as well ask if there are rocks.
Oh, so you're saying that you represent the frost moon?
Yes. Now, a god with a gnosis is named an archon. Since you bear the moon marrow, does that make you do not wish to be?
That's not really the problem here. Also, why are you so eager to pass that title anyway? Never mind this becoming a moon goddess stuff for now. We're asking if we should return this moon.
I do not desire it.
Huh?
Nor does it desire to come to me. When I came into contact with its power, I can only guess that this is because I, too, am a moon goddess. 2 moons will not rise at the same time.
Guess it's stuck with me for now then.
You sure that's gonna be okay? Wow, my did say that you've hidden its power well, but the damselettes, and it's the wild hunt we're dealing with here, not some run-of-the-mill enemy.
The Wild Hunt? You speak of the...
Well, it sure looks like there's a person behind it all. Someone with a super clear goal, too.
That seems to ring...
Huh? Is it real?
My colleagues used to mention someone. Back when I was still with the Fatui, he hailed from Conria, gaining abyssal power during the cataclysm. And he had a consuming fixation
О,
on the
кстати.
Conria? Well, we don't know if the phantom we saw has anything to do with that, but the details kind of match. What was his name?
I only know what others called him. The Rehir of Solnari. Huh.
Oh, wait a second. Dane mentioned him, didn't he? Does that mean that our
If that was the case, surely...
I have heard that he disappeared not long after the cataclysm. But when I asked my colleagues where he went, they replied...
Why would they say that?
The tale of his final fate has it that he fell into the moon's reflection.
Wait, hold up, pause. There's just...
I felt the same. They seemed to think that I should be the one, but as I said, my prologue lies beyond the false skies.
Oh.
Either way, following his departure, the Wild Hunt situation worsened drastically. The present phenomenon may have inherited the same title, but it far surpasses its...
Oh, just think that we're up against one of the infamous 5 sinners. It's way too much for us to handle. That incident on Star Sand Shoal must have been luck then. Or maybe he wasn't giving... And even then...
Oh? What did you just say?
That's your... ex-colleague? So, we were on... Did you just...
No.
She totally did.
Mhm.
Are you two on bad terms?
No. I simply imagined the put-out expression she must have worn in that moment.
She seemed quite shaken.
Oh, she'll adjust soon enough. She's very good at that.
Okay, anyway, we've gotten off topic. Now that we know how dangerous the guy targeting the moon marrow is, you sure you want to carry...
If Fatui intelligence is to be believed, Rerir would prevail even if all of Nod cried. Perhaps something restricts him. If only for the
Before I decide, there's a...
What do you need?
Do you think you'd be able to show me what happened when my sister and I arrived in Nodcry? I mean...
Sure.
That was quick.
As I said, this to me is but a single ray of moonlight. Nothing. Give me your hand. And ready.
А вот, кстати, корабль, да.
Where?
Ether, come on, we have to leave this place.
What? Our spaceship. A long, long time. No one left the ship during that time. But Lumine found...
Huh? How would that even be possible?
The secrets within memories are like cookie crumbs. Take a bite, and they go everywhere.
All right.
Well...
Will you need my help? I could help you conceal the marrow.
You could.
Detecting it within you is already no easy task. But I can teach you to further conceal it like this.
Ooh. Looks...
Can you sense it?
self-defense in a pin. Are you always here, Columbina? It's kind of dangerous out there, sure, but...
Dislike strangers. Slightly better.
Yeah, the Frostmoon Scions have changed since you last saw them. Who knows? You might actually like them.
I will
She seems kind of tired. Either way, thanks for agreeing to help us.
It wasn't much. The flowers here.
О, типа она периодически появляться будет. Что себе? Прикольно сделали. А, так подожди, остальные печати случайно не сюда надо будет подносить? Ну, подожди. Что за задание? Что-то я не понял.
Confidential. But if this Rarier is as you describe, he will be a
Yeah, things might be okay if everyone was willing to work together, but right now... Exactly! Whatever the case, let's start by killing those we can get. As it happens, we have our own reasons to protect Not-Cry, but even if we didn't, we'd never leave people.
Thank you. The Frostmoon Scions will stand with you to... In addition, I believe that the relationships between the winds of change are blowing. And we Scion, whether our foe is the Patui or this Raker, we must...
Let's see. Speaking of allies, the Kronkaki craft shop is the closest by.
Friendly approach detected. We meet again.
Listen! We've got updates on...
Threat level exceeds.
Phew, doesn't matter if he's the Rahira Solnari or Solari or whatever. You were there when we fired it, right? If that isn't the kind of firepower that helps you sleep at night, I don't know what... True, but the cannon only works against shambling monsters, right? But if Rarier's super fat, well, we'll just get enough. You're not taking this seriously at all. Anyways, firepower is not a concern. See those canisters over there? That's all concentrated kubak. More than enough ammo in there to blast that Fatui research facility to bits in a single... You sure have been looking forward to the... Of course! This is gonna be the shot that shocks the world. All of Not-Cry, heck, all of Snezhnaya will know my name once we're through. Sure, travel safe.
I know. There remains intel left on ship.
Oh, right. Yeah. Since you remember that Sosi guy? The Ratnik in charge of firing the cannon? He's been found dead in there.
А, серьезно? Ничего себе новость.
What? Didn't we just... Yeah, it's still new news. So, not many people are in the know. We were only informed. I'll send Anatha over to Nashi Town with some flowers like, he seemed like a good guy. Didn't put on any airs despite being superior off.
The data concurs. This gentleman appears to have been one of them. His character has also received commendation. Most would have lacked the motivation to fatally attack him.
Oh, that makes it even worse. Hey, what do you mean? Either way, I'm not clued in on the details. Only Ratniki have been allowed on site to investigate the scene. You'll have to find some way in if you want to get it. Let's go then. Becoming a lot.
My tasks are incomplete. The last few batches of in.
All right. What?
Rise with the sun!
This must be it. Oh, I don't know if there's any chance. Should we go speak to the guard first?
Might as well try squeezing blood from a...
Ah! Never!
I came over to take a look as soon as I received the news just now. I know, told you about that. Before we start, shall we see if we've made the same guess? Indeed. Quicker than we thought. Keep your eyes peeled for any clues once we get in. No need to jump.
But how are we supposed...
Just follow me.
I'm sorry, but we're not open to guests right now.
Sorry about that. They're here to investigate.
All of them?
The paperwork checks out.
All right then. Enter.
Paimon might have said this before, Never, but you sure didn't...
Shishich, my old friend. Phyllis...
Greetings. If the murder happened not long ago, the Sergeant Major was killed by a single piercing strike from a polearm. We have no obvious signs of a violent struggle. No damaged doors or windows. The culprit must have used some other means.
Entering unopposed. So...
At the moment, the most valuable lead we have is based on an eyewitness report from a nearby resident. Specifically, that Flint's was seen entering and leaving this place in the time period when the crime
Flint's
most likely
опять.
occurred.
Как раз
We have
вот
tried
это
to contact him.
подозревал.
He has not replied.
Very odd indeed.
To be honest, I'm not particularly inclined to believe that this was an inside job. Flint's can come across a bit eccentric, but he does well in missions on the whole. He also had no disagreements with the Sergeant Major that we know of. So he lacks the motive to commit such a terrible crime.
Не, а кстати, а мог же этот быть? Там же вот этот босс, он короче, меняет облик, типа, может вот этим стать, может этим. Вот у него же люмин подобным образом подменили.
But neither the eyewitness report nor the nature of the fatal wound itself are in his favor. So we are looking for him at present.
Looks like there's not much else to dig up here. Let's go outside.
Ну, просто именно он вряд ли, потому что, ну, Похоже на нормального персонажа.
So, the evidence points to Flint's, and he just so happens to have disappeared. We know that this Flint's could have been Rarier in disguise, but we lack the Furthermore, Flint's has left us with many questions, all of which...
Yeah! He said he would report back to headquarters, but it seems he hasn't gone at all.
Let's approach the issue this way.
Да, я
First,
вот
we
тоже
must
думаю, что
determine our
ложная
culprit.
сущность. Типа
Was
кто-то
it Flint's
подделался
or Rarier
под
in
него.
disguise?
Да, скорее всего, второй.
What reason would Flint...
None, as far as I know. And even if he had a motive, it would have been easier to do so out in the wild, rather than in...
Yeah!
Ну да, это слишком логично.
Together. Plenty of chances there.
Слишком очевидно бы было.
Yes, but there's one thing worth noting here. Remember the intel we got back at the tavern? No one has ever seen a phantom that can take the form of other humans within the Wild Hunt. This means that he has been hesitant to abuse this ability, or allow it to become common knowledge, likely so that he could act...
But no matter what, barring identities comes with risks, right? What if you bump into the person you're imitating along the way?
Precisely. In other words, his goal must have been worth the risk, similar to how he came in disguise to obtain the moon marrow. He likely knew then that the real Flint's would not appear and get in his way during this time. We'd have to ask Flint's ourselves, I'm afraid. But we shouldn't jump to any conclusions here, and there are other, less likely scenarios. For instance, Rarier may have already killed Flint's long ago, and been living as him for some time. Yes, that is our ticket to a breakthrough.
We've got to find him before the Lightkeepers do, or we might never see him again.
Steady now. Our friend should be back.
We tracked him down to a beach north of Nasha Town. The Wild Hunt is present too, so we're putting a force together. I'll have you know that this is top secret information I'm leaking here.
Don't worry, you'll receive a top-class reward in return. The beach is all yours. I'll stay and slow the Lightkeepers down. Things might go south if you bump into one another.
Oh right, before we go, should we reveal Rarier's secret? Since he's trying to keep it all hush-hush, why don't we just pull the curtains on his little trick? That'll teach him to sneak around pretending to be other people. Hey, why?
Oh, I was just imagining how satisfying that would feel. But I'm afraid this revelation would only... Setting aside the matter of evidence, some may trust Flint's on our account, whereas others would suspect him on account of his behavior. Tossing him into a swirling tumult of public opinion like that might just give Rarier more... And think about it. Once people learn that he can masquerade as those they trust, would they continue to welcome friends into their homes with such open hearts? Unease grips the hearts of those in Nasha Town already. We should avoid...
Yeah, you're right. You've really thought of everything, huh?
Indeed. But just in case, let me stress once more. We should neither be excessively afraid. This light source is of special Lightkeeper design. It provides illumination within Wild Hunt anomalies and can brief...
Oh, right. We'll have to deal with that mess, too. Yeah, this'll be...
You're welcome. I've charged it to your account, by the way.
Нормально. Предварительно оплатила услуги, да? Самостоятельно.
Now you shall perish. Burn it down. Pyroclastic surge. There is no escape. This monster was lurking near the lamp. That must have been a plan. There's something in. Huh? Why isn't it giving off light anymore? Is it broken? The fight took place here. Did Flint leave these marks?
Is someone there? Please, help me!
Isn't that Flint's voice? Did you hear that? Show no mercy! Torn to oblivion! Light it up! Incinerate! You two! Time to end them! Illusion shattered! Burn it down! We'll be in trouble if these spooky shadows touch us! Quick, use the lantern!
Блин, надо было в их сторону. Блин. О, кат-сцена.
situation speaks for itself, I presume.
So, you were tangling with River.
So, that vile phantom hiding inside the wild hunt has a name of his own.
Yeah, you don't look so good.
Я так и думал, что вот это какое чудовище прикинулось.
Sorry you had to see me
Скорее
like
всего,
this.
он и был, когда этот
All the
люмин
same,
была.
you have my sincere thanks for your aid. To think you had the power to so easily cleanse the filth staining the lantern.
Там, возможно, люмин, кстати, вообще не было. Даже в начале, вот когда она звала на помощь. Скорее всего, от самого начала до конца люмин была именно подделана. Он специально, возможно, заманил вот его, чтобы как раз-таки достать вот этот шарик лунный.
Might I ask what magic that was? Or whose pupil you are? I believe I might have saved some face had I mastered just a fraction of such abilities.
Why did abyssal power just burst out of your lantern?
That is a long story. Many moons ago, when on wild hunt clearance duty, I sensed a power surging within it that was at once familiar, yet I freely confess to being an avid collector of ancient gems, coins, and other curios. And curiosity it was that afterwards I wound up collecting a few more such crystals quite by accident, and discovered that they could merge into a single piece without my prompting. It was only recently that they began slowly emitting abyssal energy, which could neither be...
Is that what Rare Blink belonged to him? That must be what he's after then!
I concur. And here's the kicker. Before he was exceedingly weak, but I noticed while engaging him that the crystal fragment would restrict my powers. As such, it occurred to me that I should hide it rather than tangle with him any longer. Alas, he has proved most fixated upon this fragment. And for some reason, his strength has grown by leaps and bounds since I last encountered. And where, might I ask, would it be safe? Were our places switched, would you discard it, knowing that its perilous might was beyond your ability to counteract, yet capable of causing greater harm should it lie beyond your grasp?
Подожди, что?
Yeah, throwing it away would mean giving the bad guy what he wants. But exposing yourself to its corrosion and growing weaker by the day...
Only those who shoulder risks are qualified to welcome in the turning of the tide. Those who flee when troubles come are... Though I shan't deny that I have your fortuitous arrival and most outstanding assistance to thank for my continued ability to speak such platit. Either way, it seems this fragment is now utterly still. That must have made it useless to Rerear. I doubt he would have retreated. I imagine this wasn't the only reason you came looking for me, though. I see. To use the light keepers to find me, I suspect. I did not inform anyone of my true whereabouts, so you should have had more difficulty. They alone have the ability to quickly pinpoint my position. Our Sergeant Major has a Kuvaki-powered device that can be used to detect others who bear a lantern. They usually don't pay my whereabouts much mind unless they absolutely must find me.
You mean this thing?
Yes. Where did you pick this up?
We found it inside a lantern when we first charged into the wild hunt enough.
It must belong to a ratnik dispatched to investigate the area, who, it seems, dropped everything and fled the moment they saw the wild hunt.
Guess it's not surprising how they found you so fast then. But if Rurier could have shapeshifted into soci, why didn't he just use that Kuvaki to...
Were he to use it, that device would likely fail to act as it should, owing to abyssal... So not only is this Rerear ruthless, but a purveyor of dirty tricks, too. You might not be familiar with Sergeant Major Soci, but he put his heart... Our deployments are subject to orders from headquarters, and his orders were to be stationed long-term in Nasha Town. As such, he worked so hard, seeking to produce excellent results that might convince them to But every year they would say, wait a little longer. In truth, everyone had nothing but the highest praise for him. But good work does not, the higher-ups would think. He's doing great where he is. Let him stay there forever. A most convenient choice, whereas his subordinates would think. Wouldn't it be a shame if we were to lose such a... So he waited. And he waited. Until the world closed its eyes in the depths of the night. And a lantern was slowly lit for him alone.
Да, реально,
One that
кстати.
has played out many times throughout history. Another reason to take this rear's head.
По факту.
At least we now know that he's looking for these fragments inside Wild.
And yet, what did the Sergeant Major have to do with any of this? Why did he...
Could Wearer be angry that the cannon Soci set up the fire, destroyed the fragments he wanted to...
Could you take me to the scene of the crime? We shall just have to exercise some discretion then. I understand the situation more or less. Much has happened, I see. Either way, I suppose we were lucky not to receive a warm welcome on the way over here. It seems my fellow lightkeepers do not wish to make...
Yeah. Guess Nasha Town's a...
Let's stop here. Any further and the Ratniki might... Since you two can enter, I'll have to request that you kindly pick me up.
Oh? And...
You'll know when the time comes. See.
Still acting all mysterious. But he seemed pretty confident. Hello?
Ah, you're the special assistants for this.
Yep, that's us.
Well, you're just in time. We're basically done investigating the crime scene. All that's left is to finish writing up some records. If there's anything else you'd like to look into, this is your last chance to do so. Sadly, no. The motive behind the killing remains a mystery. And while we somehow managed to get news of Flint's, but considering that Nefer from the Curatorium of Secrets came forward to help investigate, I have...
We'll do our part too. Phew, we're in. Thanks to Nefer's reputation, but we still know nothing about how Flint's is gonna enter, or how we'll pick him up. Something the matter? Huh. It looks like Flint's lantern, but where is he exactly? Well, we've got the lantern. What now? Oh, Paimon almost screamed out loud.
This lantern may have a rather peculiar shape, but so long as it doesn't glow, it won't... I calculated that you would have already entered. So I chose a spot visible from the window before using light to send you a as I thought. You're both sharp-eyed and...
The perks of being veteran adventurers, huh?
Your composure is more impressive still. You're right. That required a... But let us leave such trivial topics for a more relaxed moment. Our time is limited after all. Just as I thought. Come, try sensing it yourself.
Привет, манифест. Закамский привет. Ну, я War Thunder удалил. Мне уже надоело.
Identical powers must flow from the same source. It was the wild hunt thing that took my form and killed.
Да и тем более он не набирал просмотры.
If the wild hunt's true form is powerful enough to stand against the world as you claim, I fear not even the full force of Light Keepers could stand against him. He would have no reason whatsoever to pick quarrels with individuals. Let's look again more closely. We must leave no stone unturned. Well, that makes things simpler. In that case, allow me to disturb the fall. When we fought, he seemed like quite a reckless foe. Certainly not the meticulous mastermind type.
Oh, if we can't get any leads, we might have to go. Oh, the longer we're stuck here, the likelier he is to achieve his goal. You mean this?
I'm not well versed in machinery, but that means his mechanical arm is malfunctioning, right?
No, that's not right. Paimon remembers this signal. We saw it before while repairing the. It doesn't mean that the components are damaged. It just means that they're due for regular maintenance, so the device has stopped operating. But the real problem is that. Yeah, he even helped us find the maintenance port. It could still be a coincidence, but considering it hasn't been long at all since we were repairing that cannon.
The soci you met could have been Rerir in disguise. In other words, he played the Sergeant Major before.
That's right! If only there was some way to prove it.
You mean Hinsa?
We had a short chat with him once at the tavern, but it's so late.
I know where he lives. The situation is critical, so let us now take up the role of uninvited guests ourselves. Ah, yes. And one more. Remember to pick me up by the window.
Что-то я не понял манифест про шутку. А можешь пояснить? Пытаюсь как-то подобрать логичное объяснение, что-то не получается. Мне про War Thunder чувак с Твича написал.
It's you two. I'm Flint's. Given the hour, I guess it must be an emergency.
It is indeed. Our sincerest apologies for interrupting. We're investigating a certain matter in connection with Sergeant Major Sosi. We'd like to know if he has sent you a
Sosi. Oh, you know what? Forget it. I'm sure it's complicated. No further questions.
Thank you for your
Got it. 8 days ago, he came to request a round of regular maintenance. But as it happened, I'd run out of required components. His mechanical arm is especially sophisticated, having been designed by Aino personally. The parts, too, could only be made by. As such, they usually take several days to arrive. In fact, this time, he even asked me if we could push his request forward. And I understood. Completely. Not being able to use your hand, that's rough for anyone. But even more so if your job involves... And eventually, the parts arrived. 3 days ago, if I remember correctly. I sent word to the light keepers immediately, but he never showed up. What's with those faces?
You've provided us with some very crucial information, Hinza. You have our thanks. We can't make everything public yet, but once our investigation is complete, I will return to thank you and provide an explanation.
No worries. Just glad I can help.
А, прикинь, он даже этого подделал, получается. Вот этого, которого убили.
Good night. Hope the
It seems that it is as we guessed.
По большей части, наверное, шутка английского комьюнити, типа актуальность Вартана перед тусовкой. А, в большом 26-м ты просто, если бы написал после 26 буквы ОМ, я бы понял про что-то. Просто написал 26, я не понял, про какие 26, типа про что это. Про год или про что? Ну, про год я даже не подумал, если честно. А на самом деле ДБДшка то же самое. Это в последнее время вот я стримил, играл. Во-первых, обнов вообще нет. Во-вторых, моя игра как-то, я не знаю, отталкивает своими багами и кривостью, то что нормально не работает. Как-то уже расхотелось. Хотя у меня, в принципе, канал и вся аудитория по ДБД с ДБД связана. Вот Genshin как-то получше охватывает. Хотя в Genshin тоже сейчас достаточно тех, кто контент делает, стримеров тоже достаточно. Типа, казалось бы, тяжело в топ пробиться, но все равно Genshin неплохо набирает. Именно у меня по просмотрам лучше, чем тот же War Thunder или же ДБД. Недавно вообще он чувак даже задонатил. Меня последний раз крупно донатили только когда я, в принципе, канал создал. Я изначально-то по мобильной ДБД специализировал канал. Вот. И там было, в принципе, активность большая была, потому что я там с одним серваком сотрудничал. Типа турик проводил. Ивент был тоже. Там прям нормально было в плане актива. А вот когда мобилка закрылась, перешел в ПК-версию, там уже все печально. Сначала норм было, потом с каждым разом все хуже и хуже. Потому что игра по факту как будто бы только в худшую сторону обновляется, не знаю.
Perhaps his mastery of shapeshifting extends only to outward form, and not therefore to complex internal mechanisms.
You're saying he thought no one would realize his mechanical arm is actually made of some kind of black muck on the inside, so long as it worked? Still seems like there's a lot of guesswork involved here, but...
This also has me stumped for the moment. The cannon has always been used to destroy the wild, but how would that help Rerir exactly? Assuming he plans to collect the fragments within Wild Hunt anomalies, firing the cannon works against him, since it would blast those...
So we solved one mystery, only to dig up another. Whew. This is getting Paimon kind of down.
Yes, I'd say it is high time we took a break. We'll have to fight Rerir eventually. And we'll do a poor job if we're...
Yeah, we should totally get some sleep first.
A reasonable suggestion. I have no doubt that my quarters have been turned inside out by now. My colleagues have never failed to live up to my expectations of their
Пока гулял, чисто дом весь перевернули. Блин, так угарно на самом деле со стороны.
That would be good. Yes. Feel free to put the room com.
О, они его в свою эту комнату, что ли, привели?
We can finally take a breather.
I suppose we could all take a moment to unwind. As I recall, our first... Had you already sensed the unique power within my lantern at that time? I see. Words truly do fail to capture your superlative insight. Fortunate then that abyssal energy was only leaking from the fragment in minuscule amounts when we first met. Or I might have...
Yeah, hard to say how that would have played out. We've had a whole bunch of unpleasant run-ins with the Abyss.
You mean to ask why I'm going this far to oppose him? Well, as a light keeper, I'd say I'm simply
Yeah! You're covered in more mysteries than Paimon could shake a skewer at. You can't just get out of explaining yourself by making late...
All right. I suppose I do owe you some honesty. Your deductions have been quite correct. Should what you know humans well. And naturally, but some things that humans would consider difficult are quite...
So, you mean...
Have you heard of how Snezhnaya was once the realm of the Fae? This race is no longer of any importance. But they still exist.
We've heard some scattered legends, but that's all Paimon thought there was to it.
I once turned my heart toward humanity, and thus did I experience loss. When you realize you are floating in the middle of a vast ocean, you cannot help but feel that swimming in any direction would be... Would it not be better then to simply sink? But before I could sink to truly lightless depths, chance had it that I should be awakened by a band of Ratniki. They were facing a horde of abyssal monsters, and could not last against such a disparity in strength. Yet none fled. Those who dwell in darkness for long enough become exceedingly sensitive to all light. And the
Is that why you chose to...
Perhaps I was moved by their valor. Perhaps I simply saw my past self in them, but I was freshly awoken, and my powers were limited. The survivors and I buried the fallen heroes. That was the origin of the Final Night Cemetery. Well, not exactly. I was just more familiar with them. So joining up...
Doesn't sound too believable.
Well, I believe it. Besides, I'm well past the age when one might believe in things that must be nonetheless. There are still some things I will not allow to happen. Tomorrow I shall go and check our records to see if I can find any connection between the Wild Hunt...
Will you need us to get you in?
Oh, I'll be fine. I keep a backup coming.
Can you even go back there right now? Won't there be Ratniki watching?
Thanks for the reminder. I believe they'll have checked my place, but they won't have stayed. All things are arranged according to their priority, and even if someone is waiting, I have ways around that. I am the master of my own house.
All right then, we'll trust you. We sure ended up chatting for a while, huh? I'm super tired.
I didn't take... Anyway, I hope you'll help me keep this a secret. I'd prefer others not to know about my past unless strictly necessary. Nor do I want to...
Paimon's lips are sealed too.
All right. Thanks again.
Finally, we can rest. Let's go get some sleep. There's tons to do tomorrow.
Armas.
So much noise. What's going on this time?
Flints? Is he here? We would be most obliged if you would pipe down a little, dear guest. Our other... Resting? We're all about to be done for, and you're talking about... Flints is a wild hunt shapeshifter, here to deceive us all! If we don't get rid of him now, they'll...
You better give him up. If anything happens, your business here is done for. You want that, huh?
Or are you in cahoots with him? You with the wild hunt too?
What happened? Did something leak out? But we were so careful last night. How did anyone see us? What do you mean? Duh! This is so confusing! What do we do? It's not like all the unusual stuff about him will make it any easier to explain. Okay!
Hey! My apologies.
Hold on! Calm down, everyone!
What in Teyvat is the meaning of this racket? Are you intent on depriving both the boss? Do we really have to entertain people who don't respect the rules? Call a few of your boys.
And what hole did you crawl out of?
A watering hole, of course. The one you've just disturbed. A place to get a moment's respite from all the recent unhappiness, and to escape from all this talk of the wild hunt. Or who'd have guessed people like you would come bursting in, shrieking louder.
This is a matter of utmost importance. We've got solid evidence. All we need now is exactly. You sure don't look like an impartial party.
Oh, don't I now? How about this then, boss? Let them do their search. But if they don't, then they owe everyone here an apology, as well as compensation for all the racket they've...
Wait! It's...
All right. I suppose that's the only way. If we don't let them in now, they'll be back sooner or later. What a mess.
Oh, alright then.
Well, I'd say that sounds like an impartial proposal. What say you? Or...
Come on, everyone! Move it!
No sign of Flint's.
But how can that be? Hasn't he always stayed here?
Done searching, are we? Guess it's time to uphold your end of the bargain, huh? So, Paimon, you've been waiting to ask me something, haven't you?
Yeah, how did they even find us here?
My inside man with the light keepers informed me that you paid the crime scene a late-night visit. I surmise that you must have rendezvoused with Flints and obtained some new information. Then, early this morning, a group of people gathered at the town gates, news spreading amongst them that everyone started throwing out the names of possible suspects, and amidst it all, Flints' name started gaining more and more traction. I'm sure his solitary lifestyle may have played a part, but I wouldn't discount.
So, did Flints make his escape after hearing about the...
And that's where I, Yehoda, the quick-witted, while everyone was super focused on the argument in the main...
I got her to climb up to a window to help Flints out, only for her to return with nothing but a lantern.
Aw, come on, pause.
We initially intended to bring Flints back to the curatorium and wait those people out, but I never expected this to be all that was left. I imagine, though, that he wouldn't have left something that was so seemingly important.
Might he intend to come back and get it later?
Well, he's out of harm's way now, so that's not super important.
Oh?
What Paimon means to say is, we got lots of new intel to share.
All right, then. Yehod, let's have this discussion.
Они, походу, не в курсе, что он маскируется. Он же, по-моему, и сказал никому не рассказывать.
So Flint's has a fragment taken from within a wild.
О, эти пришли тоже.
Is he gonna be okay now that he's on his...
Earlier, he said that the fragment had gotten still, so it's probably...
In that case, Rerir shouldn't have any reason to keep pursuing him, right?
If I were him, I would have simply turned my attention.
A reasonable course of action. Remember what we heard back at the tavern? The actual number of what some of these must have been Rerir's doing. He must have been seeking.
This much is pretty easy to understand, but why would he pretend to be so...
Maybe because that'd be more efficient than having to clear anomalies himself.
Yeah, I'm confident that the ammo we're packing has the oomph to do that. But I am a mechanic after all. For me... Oh, why don't we find a few of those fragments ourselves and use Kuvaki to carry out a little experiment?
Our lab could certainly accommodate such a test.
In other words, we gotta destroy a couple of anomalies and...
Lightkeeper operations have just about ceased following the Sergeant Major. Meanwhile, the wild hunt continues to grow in scale by the day. I fear only we can keep the situation under control.
Then we best act fast.
A feeling we all... There are 3 wild hunt sites that must be dealt with urgently. But I believe we have the...
Works for me! And Nefa and I will take our workshop assistants to deal with one of the sites.
The curatorium will handle another.
And we Frostmoon Scions shall deal with the remaining one.
Paimon didn't think she'd ever get to see everyone here carrying out a plan.
Never mind you.
Then let's head out then. We'll meet back up at my lab with the fragments.
Understood. Time is of the essence now. Our foe could make his next move at any moment, so we must...
Gotcha!
Huh. Anyone seen the lantern?
Well, considering what you said earlier, you know where we're going next, right? No one's guarding this place, just like he said. But...
This way. Let's move. We're running out of time.
Ah! There you are! Oh, or not! How are we supposed to read through the...
Difficult, yes. But it is all to expose the true intentions of this road.
Hope we don't land on our heads then. Ghost! Dead files suddenly moved by itself. This is a graveyard.
Many strange things happen here, but this is not one of them.
Hey, come out!
Wild hunt phenomenon?
Hey, another file's moving!
Are we being given hints?
Really? Hey, seriously, another one? Huh?
The material I've read through has all been about past wild hunt incidents of enormous scale. What about you?
I'm on as well.
Whatever this is, it seems to want us to notice something.
Alright, time up. All these incidents look pretty different.
Wait. I've noticed something. Before the occurrence of these huge wild hunt events, and look, all these smaller scale wild hunt site
They'd be detected, but would go inactive before any forces could be sent to deal with them. They could then be sealed directly using a tide seal stone.
Some of these records are too old. I doubt he had regained the ability to act freely yet, or we would have met long ago.
Ah! And here's another similarity. Kuvaki and nearby soil.
Kuvaki and the Wild Hunt are mutually. We Lightkeepers previously believed that these small Wild Hunt sites would temporarily go inactive due to being neutralized by the Kuvaki present in the soil. But now that we've synthesized all this data, there is a key issue this hypothesis cannot explain. Indeed, despite the name, I would not call a tide seal stone sealing powers watertight exactly. But for it...
Paimon feels like she's almost got it.
Yes, that might be it. It could be that when Kuvaki and abyssal energies meet, the stronger side will suppress the weak, and while Kuvaki can indeed destroy small-scale wild hunt anomalies, should Rerir be strong enough, the
Paimon kinda gets where we're going with this.
What are you referring to?
Oh, we had a real close encounter with the Abyss in Netland. It's a force that tries to taint everything. It's hard to explain in detail, but basically...
Was there a gap between him pretending to be Sergeant Major Sosi and the cannon being fired?
There was. I needed to make some adjustments after we finished those repairs. Rerir, disguised as Sosi, left at that point, leaving him more than enough time to shapeshift into you, return to the Lightkeeper's office and set up the crime scene, before heading over to the cannon's target area and absorbing the Kuvaki.
It all makes sense. And all that just for the fragment I had with me. It begs the question. What? That's odd. We shouldn't have any get. I'll go take a look. Ah, it's...
It's carrying a letter! Ooh, Lala must have sent it. She can speak to Little Ant.
Situation urgent. The cannon began operating shortly after we left Nashitown. It is locked on to Star Sands Shoal. Please return to Nashitown and assist with...
That's gotta be Rerir's doing. Why is he using the cannon again?
No time for speculation. He's already made his preparations. If you recall, his body was... If this bombardment continues to increase his strength, he might regain his complete form.
What do we do? There's no way we're getting back to Nashitown.
Let's go to the cannon's target site. That's where we should find Rerir, and that's where we'll stop him. One moment. Just let me get this news to Lama. Nashitown.
Go! Fly! Not a moment to lose!
You're here, as expected.
Humans, you never change. Always try, but it is also thanks to you that I found...
You've messed with the cannon again, huh? Sorry, but this red...
But will the inhabitants of Nashitown understand why when all they see is the wild hunt surging up everywhere they look? The cannon must seem like their only lifeline. This is the truth I have revealed to them. They did this all of their own. The zealous worship of power leads only to annihilation of equally zealous proportions. True power does not heal.
You were waiting for a chaos to leave Nasha Town then.
Of course. I imagine the one you call unknown would have managed to stop the cannon otherwise. Shame, then, that you in their folly. The townspeople will bar the path of all who seek to stop the cannon. And your kind-hearted, weak companions have not the stomach to deal with them.
Well, sir, you look most pleased with yourself. In that case, before you put us out of our misery, I would like to ask you a question. If I see this fragment, it once haunted your dreams, but now it seems useless.
My body was once torn into countless pieces and hurled into the swirling chaos of time itself. But even so, every last fragment calls to me. So
What do you even say?
So the terror of the wild hunt was in fact caused by scattered...
Serendipity guided the fragments to construct an incomplete version of myself, upon which I began collecting more within wild hunt sites across the land. But each time, the fragments I obtained were that which you hold in your hand.
So that's why it responded so strongly to you.
Only by retrieving this most critical piece could I gain mastery.
Hence, you fired that first shot, hoping to regain enough power to seize the fragment from me.
Are you completely crazy? What's your
Dying? Such power has no hope of killing me. It may destroy my form over and over, yet always I rebuild it. It may smash. What truly infuriates me, however, is how you've destroyed my heart. All that suffering, I've adapted to the strength and flow of this Kuvaki. The next cannon, it will not be a full restoration, no, but it will be more than enough to destroy any in this world who stand in my way. Still, I suspect the Kuvaki will have rendered you down to nutrients for my consumption well before you have the time to...
Traveler! Behind you! Look at that light!
Сейчас фрагмент из города будет, скорее всего.
Its defensive barrier has also been activated, likely in anticipation.
The air is thick with fear and anxiety. It's spooky. You're here. Looks like this was all part of Rarir's plan. Not only did he plant seeds of suspicion in people, Yehoda's gone in to scout out the situation. She'll be back.
I'm back! I'm back! Oh, it's bad out there. Rumors flying everywhere you turn. Something about the but that's not even the worst of it. Lots of folks don't even believe the cannon can prevent this crisis. So they're getting ready to make a run for it. Others are trying to make a quick buck.
How could they still be thinking about Mora when such a catastrophe is
Unprecedented danger brings unprecedented opportunities in its wake. A chaotic situation can bury even those who flee without reserve put themselves at the mercy of the divine. Is it any wonder then that some will aim to, after all, a gamble that might rewrite one's entire life is hard to come.
Even so.
Well, seeing as you disapprove of their actions so strongly, Lady Moonchanter, I suggest that you be the one to handle them.
Affirmative. We must quell the chaos in Nasha Town as soon as possible. Also, the unexpected activation of the cannon entails a
Well, about that, people have been talking about how someone might come to stop the cannon. They've decided they won't let
What? I made that thing! They can't just take it from me! Oh, let me over there. What are they gonna...
They might. If Rarir has already formulated... For example, he might have spread a rumor that the wild hunt would take your form.
possibility high. If they view the cannon as Nasha Town's only hope, they are likely to conclude that anyone who tries to stop it must be with the Wild Hunt. They will face strong risk.
There's no time. Let's go into the town. I'll find some way to calm the townspeople. Oh, you're back. And the traveler won't make it back in time.
What? Isn't that the cannon's target?
Assessing risk level.
So if we can't prevent the cannon from being fired,
Then he's prepared for the worst. And we must ensure that his trust in us is not misplaced. Let's go.
Да ты чё? Я думал, просто предыстория будет, а тут, оказывается, еще играть надо будет. За самих этих персов.
Most of those we've met so far have been attempting to escape, so they haven't gotten in our way. Looks like they formed groups to protect the cannon. If they believe that we're with the Wild Hunt, we'll have no choice.
Is that Lady Lauma? But are you really?
It's you, Rixa. I believe you recognize this power, having lived on Hisi Island for...
I do, yes. So it really is you, my lady. But why are you here? Really, I believe you.
The townspeople have been misled into believing that they needed to activate the cannon. I am here...
But...
I know what you wish to say. Our island and Nasha Town have never had close ties. There should be, but you chose to leave the island. You had the resolve and the... It is unfair, unjust, that you should be dragged into this mess just as that light. I seek to redress this injustice, not only for you, but for everyone. Please, have faith in our long-standing friendship, and that this is where my heart has led me.
Thank you, my lady.
Then come. I need you to step forward alongside...
All right, I understand.
Seems we chose the right person.
huh? You're not.
We won't be able to calm this storm by our power alone. As such, I'll need to contact... Let's go, Yehoda.
Okay. See you again.
Remember these words. The road shall be paved with truth, and we shall pave it ourselves.
А, это она сама сделала, я думал.
At times like these, we must rely on ourselves.
Lady Moonchanter, there's a child here!
It's all right now. Go, quickly.
You wretched monsters! You're not getting anywhere near the cannon!
The monsters you fear do not exist here. The madness you have fallen to has been the source of untold disasters.
You think we got a choice?
Destiny is no excuse for greed and destruction. The choice has always been yours to make, and it remains so even now.
Так, алё, блин, я уже доходил до туда. Что за бред?
Thank you for bringing us here. We can quickly overcome the barrier, but
The cannon is all yours now.
Got it. Thanks, Lauma. Enough.
orders received and immediately deferred.
by those who harbor. If your fear is born of helplessness, if you flee because you know not how to fight, then follow me, you who are lost. I am no god, but so long as we hold our candles steady and unite beneath the same moonlight, no deception or ruin. Let us resolve then to defend ourselves and to stand firm against the false illusions.
Let's go, Anafa. This way up.
Кстати, подожди, по-моему, так.
This is
Всё.
making me dizzier than I expected.
Adjusting route. Make ready.
Out of the way, small fry. What happened to the path?
Track missing. Fall imminent.
Come on! Let's get out of there! Wow, nice!
Preparing barrier breakthrough. Brace for impact.
Knuckle Duckle, what are you doing here?
О, железный утенок. О, кстати, в этом есть какие-то искатели, как босс, которого исследовать надо.
Ultimatum protocol.
This isn't good enough. We gotta hurry.
Scanning. Kuvaki ammunition fully loaded. Preheating complete. The
All right.
Assessment. Not enough time. Emergency brake will cause internal explosion of stored Kuvaki. Damage assessment.
No, I mean a manual brake, the primitive kind.
A manual brake. Understood. Roger that. We are out of time.
All your efforts have been futile. It is too late now.
Perhaps you're right. Why aren't you running?
Sigi sato passa sax, iti ipotus tos. Ni necritus necrus baptusi, que son estus zonos pentusi. Osesticos palatin pirantur resurrecum, topieto aetium veratum.
Let me guess. You didn't get
А, нормально. Я думал, он все-таки смог эту энергию в себя всадить. В смысле сильнее?
Watch out! Whatever rationality he still had when he was searching for his body is gone. All that's left is the calamity you see before you.
It's not having a heart, being human. It's all irrelevant. Completely and utterly it you. Now you're not.
О, катсцена.
You too have the potential to be driven mad by knowledge. But the truths you seek are so insipid. How laughable that you should die for their sake.
You're wrong. The unknown is but a fog to be dispersed. Knowledge is the true pillar of the world. You're not the only one who got stronger. Colonia! No, wait! This isn't over! We're safe?
О, это где Колумбина, что ли?
It seems this young lady aided in our escape. You have my sincere gratitude, dear. The flowers here bloom in such peaceful silence. I imagine you would not have invited anyone here were it not in a... Oh? I take it that means you've been here before then.
Colombina! What did you... I studied his abilities inside out. Equipped Polonia with comprehensive countermeasures. We were going to settle the score.
But he still broke through, did he not?
What? You expect a battle to be completely one-sided? I just didn't expect him to have no sense of honor whatsoever. Polonia would have been fine in a head-on clash.
Oh, so you actually thought you could win. Have you been taking care of yourself lately? Your calculations seem to have deviated quite seriously. Perhaps you could try sleeping and rising earlier.
Как она
Listen
смотрит.
here, Columbina. I tolerated your nonsense previously because we were colleagues. There's a Fatui warrant out on your head. And don't you forget that. Don't make me fight you right here and now.
Oh, I was just a little concerned about you. That's all. Just like that time.
That was none of your business. And don't you ever drag me out to one of your freaky hovels again. Come on, Polonia.
Well, anyway, thank you. I was worried about you, too. Not only because the remains of the eternal moon goddess cannot fall into his... And then well, I brought your...
You're not afraid to speak your mind, miss. I like that.
Still, what do we do now? River's gotten stronger again. At this point...
We did block most of the Kuvaki, so I'd say we've put a lid on his plans for now, but we still don't know what his aims are. And he may continue gathering power.
After you left, I can no longer sense his presence.
That means it's safe out...
A question, if I may. Kind, miss. When the cannon's Kuvaki beam was deflected earlier, I saw several bolts of energy streak toward Hisi Island, only to be I see.
Oh yeah, the cannon veered off course in the end, didn't it? Paimon wonders how Aino and the others are doing.
In that case, Miss Columbina, I shall not disturb your serenity any longer.
Go now, all of you. Do not worry.
Вот опять.
My strength. It seems my
Блин, до сих пор вторая глава, ничего себе.
Fortunately, we were able to minimize the harm. Only a few townspeople were hurt, but the Rei hero Solnari has now gained a complete form. While we still know...
It seems we have done something akin to releasing a vicious Kukusaur into the wild. I'm sorry. Is no one here?
Paimon knows what you mean, but...
He said that this world means nothing to him, so it is possible that he doesn't have a reason to fight us. If his objective had been revenge alone, we would likely have no...
Is there, just kidding, just kidding. Don't worry, boss. So my cannon, my pride and joy was a hindrance rather than a help. You know what? That's right. And it still works on normal wild hunt anomalies.
Flints, we'll need you to attend to the aftermath with the Light Keepers. Don't worry, I've explained everything to them. You're in the clear.
My thanks. For that and for everything else I...
Had you been willing to show yourself in public more often, you would...
Point taken. I suppose that's...
You mean you're being promoted? Was Paimon the only one who didn't?
Well, if you've got a moment. There's a certain gentleman I'd like to send off on his final.
И о ком речь? Походу, это, кстати, финал второй главы.
Here he lived as if it were a mere matter of course, and brought light and grace slowly. Gradually he came. I have achieved too little. I must do better. There is more work to be done. Perhaps his end was tragic. But I remain proud
О,
of the
это
way in
этот
which he
что ли?
illuminated.
Про погиб?
Every shadow born of the light shall remember it.
Poor guy.
I've heard that one too. Is that so? Well, you're right. It may seem, but we will pursue him to the last. Even if the outcome is not, it is not dissimilar to the role of a graveyard keeper. We do not seek to bring the dead back to life, only to grant them
What are you two talking about? Care to explain? Okay.
Either way, the Lantern Fae is not playing the leading light bearer. With your blood, you have paved the road. Even as we hurry on, bruised and battered though we may be, stay a while and look back until it closes its eyes in the depths of night, and a lantern lit for you alone. Thank you for everything, Sergeant Major Sosi.
Hey, it's Alanatar! Should we go after her? Or do you have someone else you'd like to meet?
Was it not you?
Yeah? But aren't you...
Zandrone seems uninterested in my capture, and the others are unlikely to risk making
Well, it's good to come out for a walk either way. So...
The flow of Kuvaki is somewhat however, is this where you purchased the dishes you treated me to?
Oh.
Are you serious? That's what she's concerned about? Berries and fried meat? Well, they can take you to grab a bite if you'd like to. There's all sorts of delicious stuff out here that you...
You've been quite subdued. Thorny questions on your mind, perhaps? I could not gain any insight into now that he has donned a shape and form. Selling it, but that power of his plays host to an upset. I cannot say if that fixation is directed at the moons. Perhaps understanding the subject of his fixation shall prove key to repel. Well, Zandrone's daily routine is highly irregular, while the doctor often orders people around. As for Arlecchino... Was that not... Well then, have you been to that experimental design bureau of theirs? That weapon will play a key role in the Tsaritsa's plan. And what plan is that precisely? Well, I cannot say I care. I could look into the Eternal Moon's marrow for you, if you wish it so. But after our previous attempt, I suspect your spaceship has been intentionally hidden away. Perhaps someone has certain truths they wish to hide from you, or from us, and I doubt there are many who could accomplish such a feat. I still wish to return to the moon that belongs. That is where the answers lie buried.
А, ну вот так она вот здесь на все вопросы ответила, которые вот там в скрытом этом появляются. Привет, Киничи. АФК стример? Нет, почему?
Interesting. You followed me this far. Why not show your...
Right. Right you are. I've forgotten. The name's Varka, Knight of Boreas, and Grand Master.
Неплохо. Короче, что за корабль, про который я говорил? И про скрытый квест. Ну, типа не квест, а диалог это. Это вот здесь. Давай дальше сейчас проверим. Хм. Странно, у меня не начинается здесь диалог, просто челы в ютубе, я там видел. Может, это реально баг, типа у чувака там произошел, чувихи точнее. Девушка показывала шортс. Я об этом и говорил, это скорее всего сбой в коде. Типа не должно быть этого заранее, судя по сюжету. Скорее всего у нее что-то поломалось там. Либо может все задания надо завершить сначала именно. Именно основную главу. Ничего, ты чё, вышел уже, да? Капец. Стоило на 3 минуты позже сообщение прочитать, уже вышел, чувак. Да. Где-то один телепорт пропустил. Тут чисто пик ветров. Да, это все с пиком ветров связано. Это кто? Не знаю. Неважно. Так, ладно. На сегодня все. Завтра, получается, начнем с 3 главы. Спасибо всем за просмотр. Всем спокойной ночи. Всем пока-пока.
Read almost every novel from Yai Publishing House. Pretty normal, right?